Enemy drone is coming in for a scan.
Hey YouTube, it's Toot back with another Unbeatable Mira spot video. Now please don't forget that when I say unbeatable, there is no such thing as unbeatable in Rainbow Six Siege. Everything has a way around it. These mirror spots are designed to just be a bit more effective than your standard mirror spot, and as long as you're working as a team, you should find these effective for you. In this episode, we are doing Consulate, and there is so much that I wanted to do on Consulate, I've had to split it across 3 videos. This is video number 3, the final video, and in this video we will be focusing on the basement. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first spot that I want to show on garage, normally obviously you'll have the garage door reinforced. You could put a double mirror on there or just reinforce a couple of panels and put a single mirror on, but it's a risky strategy. If it gets taken, it can just open up a world of problems if someone opens up the mirror window. For example, if you put the mirror window there, anyone can just pop in from the side, come here, take out the window or take you out. Alternatively, if they've got Buck or someone with a similar loadout or gadget option, they can just come up here into press room and again shoot out the mirror windows or take you out from above. So unless you're going to invest in some roamers upstairs in the press room and also keep a proper eye on the yellow stairs there on the main exit stairs, you probably don't want to set a mirror window up there. So what I would suggest first is to hold down the A site. You can stick up a reinforcement here. You need 2 reinforcements to cover this, and put a mirror window here. This allows you to watch down into the archives corridor and also the stairs that leads down to archives. And from here you can see anyone coming down there, and you can either move to the side and shoot through there at the body, because you won't be able to really get a headshot there. Alternatively, if you don't want to do that, you've got the option to do a crouch and shoot, and this would allow you to get the headshot. So it could be like that, pop down and take them out. And people aren't necessarily going to expect you to be doing that. Unfortunately, by making a hole there, you do leave a big gaping hole in this table, so people might expect it. As you get used to using a hole like this, you don't necessarily need to make those holes. So if anyone comes down, all they will see is the mirror window. They won't see any holes, and they won't necessarily expect you to just pop out and shoot through to the side in that way. The thing you've got to be careful of if you're holding here is that anyone coming in from the basement corridor can just peek around and shoot you. And also we've got yellow stairs. You're safe up until this point at least, but once someone gets to here on the stairs, on the exit stairs, they'll be able to see you, take out your mirror window, take you out, and it makes it not too viable. So you need someone, again, to really be watching the exit stairs there. Now the benefit here is that if someone does come through the garage door on the left-hand side, they can't see you immediately. They've got to come all the way to here to be able to get to you, and that's quite a way in. So once this door's been opened, you know to get out of the way. If they're coming from the right side, you are still fairly well protected, but only until they get to about here. So again, this van gives you the protection needed if someone opens that garage up to be able to move out of the way, as long as you're keeping an eye on things and are on the ball. Now the second one here is in the cafeteria itself, and this allows you to watch the exit stairs, allows you to keep an eye on the garage doors. You could have a reinforcement on this. The only reason I haven't reinforced it is because I used both of them over there, but you would probably have a reinforcement here that will allow you to watch there. It will also allow you to watch over there to the left of the van, as long as you keep your wits about you and maybe barricade or castle this door to give you a bit of notice if someone's coming in this way. It should be a fairly tight spot. If anyone comes in here, the bomb kind of protects you if you're over to the right of the window. Otherwise, you just need to keep an eye on your back. And also, again, if anyone were to come in from the basement corridor, you've got a bit of protection from that wall, but it doesn't take much for them to just run around and take you out. And that's what a 3-speed operator like Ash would typically do. They'll run in, they'll know you're there, and they'll just come around here and take you down. Now that's an example hold for the cafeteria and the garage. So let's take a look at a spot that allows us to hold down the garage and also the cafeteria from a nice little locked-in location. You set up in the security room, you probably want to reinforce these 2 walls here, get a castle barricade there, and maybe get another reinforcement there. I'm not 100% sure that one fits on there. Stick your reinforcement here along with the mirror window. This allows you to watch the exit stairs. You can make a couple of holes in the wall there, so if anyone does come past there, you've got the option to just stop them from getting in through that doorway. Although it might seem easy to come in here through this door or this wall, the only way they'll be able to come in if you've got reinforcements and a castle barricade there is if they've got someone like Ash or Sophia, or a hard breacher such as Hibana or Thermite. Obviously Sledge could come in as well, or anyone with a breaching charge. If you've got mute, you could just stick a jammer down there perhaps. You can use this to hold down that spot, exit stairs, and also the garage door if anyone opens that. And also you've got a position on the hatch, so if anyone opens that, you could do it from standing up or from all the way back here, and then you have to move left to right, not quite as much if you do it crouching down. Now the second thing we've got set up in the security room is a reinforcement on this wall here and a rotation hole. Now if we open up here just a little bit, this allows us to hold down the cafeteria, that doorway there. By having it on the left hand side rather than the right hand side, you've got more cover if anyone does come in through that doorway. So by having the rotation hole on the left there and the reinforcement on the right, if anyone does come through here, it's not quite as quick for them to get you. If you're standing at your other window, they've got to make it sort of past the bomb. I mean, they can kind of get an angle on you here depending on how they come in, but it's not like they can just come in and go like that. If there was no reinforcement there, you'd be able to see directly through to the other mirror window. So if they knew what they were doing, they could just come in and shoot you like that. Whereas by having it this way around with the mirror window on that side with the reinforcement, they've got to come out that little bit extra. Now obviously if you're in here and you're doing this strategy with that doorway and this reinforced, you can't get out of here other than going through this rotation hole. And then to get out of cafeteria, you also have another rotation hole here which allows you to come through, or you could come through that door, but you might have that barricaded up as well. And that's how we will hold the garage and security room. Let's take a look at quite a sexy little hold for archives. Now, down here in the cafeteria, I've made a hole in this wall for a good reason. Let's head back to the archives, and as we can see, there's a mirror window here, and as we use this, we can see all the way down to the bottom of the garage there. So if anyone comes in from the garage, you've got an angle to be able to get them. If anyone comes down these stairs here, the service stairs, you'll see them and you'll be able to get a quick shot on them. And also from here, you can cover the archive corridors. Just make sure you've got that hatch reinforced there and no one will come in to bother you. You just have to keep your wits about you and make sure that you're keeping your ears open for things. Now also here we've got a little mirror window here, and this is the sexy spot. As you can see, I've opened up the whole wall for the storage room on the inside of the archives, and also just over there, and also I've opened up the wall on the electric room just on the other side of the objective over there. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to keep an eye here on the storage room. If anyone comes in, you can just pop them like that. Alternatively, if anyone comes in through the main doorway into archives or drops into the electric room, you can just pop up and shoot them. Now obviously you do have to watch out that if anyone dropping in, they can obviously shoot you back through that wall because it's not reinforced, and it's important you don't reinforce it in order to be able to pop up and shoot them in that way. But if anyone drops in, they're not going to be able to immediately see you there, and they can take some pot shots and they might catch you. Just depends on where you're sitting. You just need to make sure you're being really careful here. Now the problem with being in this archives corridor is that if someone does open that hatch, you're very limited in where you can escape. You can go out through that doorway there, but if anyone's coming in through garage, you're just going to run into them. Your options are to run down the archive corridor and back into archives through that doorway there, but then you run the risk of being caught from the hatch. So this is a risky one to hold based on the fact that anyone dropping in could shoot you through the bottom here. But you know, if you've got this window maybe all the way over on the left, you can just stick here and poke out. People would generally aim for the middle of the mirror or down over here. So if you set it over here on the left, you still get the same sort of angle that you get as if you were over here. It's just up to you on how you want to do it.